Alright, welcome back. Let me just sound a little. There we go. That's better. Alright, welcome back to some more Rift. I believe that they've came out with a minor little update that they are collabing with the guys who did Dome Romantic / Dome Keeper. Trying to see if I can find where that one is. I believe they did it in the Dome section. So that's egg. Where is it? Methane. Crane. Piranha. Noselands. Keep. Well, that actually makes sense for Dome Keeper to do it in one called Keep. Gloves. But I swear that I saw that they had it. Ah, here it is. Dome. Oh, wow. Okay, let me just take another look at this. Dome Keeper. Oh, in the middle of Rift's world, domes suck. The pretty art will defend your base. So yeah, it's Dome Storm. And, okay, so so we'll do both of these. Just again, make sure. Oh look, there's an actual dome. Oh, that's cool. And look, it's a giant pre-orchard that they have for the skill. Look, there's a crusher. Oh, I'm wanting to play Dome Keeper again now. Okay, so we've technically already beaten this one, so we'll exit this rift. We'll go back and do the one where we can actually get something useful. Oh, wow. Okay, dang. Nova. Turret. Yeah, flash is probably gonna be pretty useful. Slower. Mortar. And maybe Opolis. We'll try that. Okay, so we'll do a Nova here. Holy! Okay. So, slow there. What's this one? Straight to extractor, barely doing damage, large group, pack a punch. Okay. So we'll do probably like a double Nova followed by a turret. Slow here. Mortar. I'm probably mostly just gonna want to have Novas and slowers, to be fair. Yeah. And then we'll do another mortar here. Holy. We'll get an Opolis followed by a turret and a Nova. Followed by probably a slower there. Double Novas. And then probably just turrets all the way out. Because I'm running out of space. Holy. I'm glad I have Mr. Blinky here. Wait, what? I'm sorry, you are doing what to my guys now? And they just completely ignore obelisks. Okay, obelisk no good here. Okay, we'll need to restart scenario then. Okay, get rid of that and then get probably a long shot. Now, we'll get... Gatling probably won't be very useful here. We could actually probably do Stinger. Oh, wait. Slow. Nova. Stinger. Mortar. Slow. Double Nova here. Stinger there. Turret double here. Slow and Nova. And then probably Stinger. Mortar for double here. Let's go triple mortar, and then we'll just do turrets everywhere else that we can. Okay, we'll try this. So what is this got? Hex Tower and Feral Grounds. Solid damage. Large groups. It's mostly going to be these guys I'm going to be the most worried on. Because they're going to be the worst ones for me. Okay, let's restart scenario again. So we probably fail and retry 3 times in a row. Okay, so Stinger, let's just get rid of that and just put long shots instead. Okay, so slow, Nova, double Nova, mortar, slow, long shot, long shots, turret, slow, Nova. Probably just more turrets and long shots here and here. Slow and probably turret. And then we'll just probably do like turrets all over for here. There we go. And then I don't got anything for range on that. So it's mostly going to be these 29 that we're going to really need to worry about for this one. There we go. And these two balls have so much in health, this is just kind of nuts, so. Okay, yes. Perfect. And then just, yeah, that should be so much easier now. Just doing these for the extra bit of damage that they can do for us. I can't do that while I'm still in the... So we may just need to allow them to destroy it. Okay, I should probably go for a long shot here. Oh, really? Are you serious? I actually didn't do enough damage? Lose the first wave of a scenario. Oh, come on! Okay. Alright, so we do not need you there. We do need a long shot for extra DPS damage. That's for sure. Okay, think that should be good. Like I said, I'm not too concerned about these guys right now. Because, you know, we're able to kill so many of them so easily. It's just these other ones, like the big balls, I'm going to need to worry about the most right now.
Yep.
Get that one back up ASAP.
Wow.
Just as much DPS as we can manage, we will try and get. Maybe I should put like a slow here, just so that they can do the most amount of damage as possible. Yeah, with the long range, I think that we should be fine. Yeah, because look how much damage that we're doing to this. We should be able to just barely kill it. Yeah, we'll be able to kill with our blast. There we go. Perfect. We did it. Yay. Alright. Perfect. Okay, that was definitely tough. I wish I had, like, the damage and range boost. Mostly damage boost, because that would have been very much useful. Oops. Okay, let's go up to here and maybe get... This would be so useful. I'll get Weeton. We'll try. Let's see. So we already got that. We got the dome one all done. Let's try this. Scare monsters onto a scene on the scenic routes. Okay, so we will want to have scare. Okay, so we got 2 portals. Scare. Maybe Wheaton. Up turrets. Probably a long shot. Slow. Nova. Okay. In theory, Wheaton should make this so much easier. Let's see. So we're getting the P's and the Hounds. Okay. So we want a Shrieker here. And then maybe a turret here. Yeah, with you there, that's actually pretty dang good, actually. Even though I may not technically do any damage, it's just with having that, it's actually pretty dang useful. Because they take additional damage, which is great, because, you know, we need that.
Yep.
Turret, and get those flowers there. Perfect. Any other flowers we can grab? Yes. Let's go ahead and grab these 2. And we'll get another... We'll get a long shot right there. Holy dang, that was a close one. Alright, so we got... we may also need to do like a Shrieker there too, but we won't be able to. If I had like a better range, I think I would be able to do good on that.
Up.
Let's get a long shot here for just the extra DPS. And then a turret for scheduling right there. Oh, get that flower
Yep.
there, and... Oh, no, no, no. You guys get weak, right? Very, very good. Good boys. Now you guys gotta get weak too, right? Yes. Good job. Good boys. Good boys. Okay, so we definitely want to have a Shrieker right here as well. So we get that. Then they come this, or then they go that route, and we should be fine. Let's get a slower here, and then we'll just start this right here. Get these 2 there. And then we'll get that right there so that we can get max DPS up on them. How come you didn't get shrieked? We'll get a long shot over here. You guys get weakened. You need that badly. Oh, okay. So I need that Shrieker here. That's not exactly good. You guys need to get a bit weaker. Okay, now that I know where I need to place all my shriekers. So, shrieker there. Restore that. And then put that right there. That should be better. And then we could probably just put like a turret right there. That should be pretty useful because then it should make them go away. Perfect. Get those two right there. And then we'll get a long range over there, so that should be able to do some, at least a decent chunk of damage, I feel like. Get weakened. And then we'll put a turret right there for us. Wait. Oh, no, I should probably technically put a long range right there. Oops. Well, we'll just put long shot right there. Hey, get weakened. Perfect. Get weak. Get weak in the knees. Weaken the knees, I say. Weaken the knees. Perfect. Alright. No. Okay, phew. I can't forget that team does that. Sweet, we defeated 100 monsters while they are weakened. Perfect. So we'll get the increased damage. Only other tower we could really get would be Weakener and the other one. So let's see. We'll do this, give monsters a finger and they'll chew off your arm. So maybe it's like they give them thing an inch and it'll just screw you over. Okay, so we can go on water, that's interesting. Where is our little base? Okay, so there's hot spots there. Okay. Obelisk. Probably a long shot. Slow turret and maybe Nova. I'll go with Weakener because Weakener was actually pretty useful. Okay, so okay, so that's end of there. Is there like any places we can probably technically use the obelisk to make them go a certain way? Oh, we'll definitely want to put an obelisk here, a turret here, and then maybe like a long shot over here. That's not long enough. We'll definitely put a turret here. And probably one right there. That way we got the scheduling. Alrighty. Not bad so far. Let's get Nova here too, so I can do some AoE, good AoE damage. Okay, not bad. Alright, we'll get a turret over here. Since we got the Weakener, and they should be pretty easy to take down.
Hey.
We'll put a Nova here too. Hey, get weakened. Get wrecked.
Woo.
Oh dang it! They
Ropes game.
must have been too close for me to actually get them. Okay, there's definitely spots we're going to want to strategically put like things like obelisks. But right now we need Jews in order to do anything currently.
Yeah. Woo.
Hey, no, come back here. You guys all need to die, right? Perfect. And then we can put like a... probably like an obelisk right here.
Wow. Rapid.
And like a turret over there.
Yeah.
And maybe like a slower right there. I don't know which one it's going to go after first, but whichever one it does... Oh, there's 5 waves? Really? Okay, so it looks like it goes after the... No. Maybe it goes after like the farthest one?
Up.
And we'll put a tower over there. And maybe like a long shot right there too. Get weakened. And then they have to go in through here, which is perfect. Because I can technically just rebuild this obelisk too. Which I probably will need to do anyway. Nope, come back here, you. You need to die, right? Thank you. Okay, so we'll get a long shot there, maybe? Let's just make sure before we actually do anything that any flowers didn't bloom so we can collect them. Now, once we have the ability to actually like choose 3 of our partners, one is primarily going to be the juice collector, one is going to be the AoE guy, and the other is going to be the weakener. I feel like that's going to be the best thing. So we got Brips, Peas, Hounds, and Beans.
Up. Wow.
We'll get a Nova scheduled for there. It's a good thing that I got both the slow and the long shot, because that gives them time to actually try and kill them. And since I'm also doing a bit of AoE damage on them too, that's perfect. I'm probably going to try and keep them around here as long as possible, just so I can do the most amount of damage as possible. I'll wait until that they're out from the range of all those. And then they should... Yeah, perfect. See, that was not too bad, to be honest. That wasn't too hard either. Perfect, so now we got 6. So now, let's go ahead and get... Weakener. Architect. Unlocked all towers. Applies a vulnerability. Perfection. And then flow for the flowers. Sloan for the slowdown. But I'll probably first get like the more damage, because that's probably gonna be much more useful. And then we'll do what? One more maybe? And if I'm not. Sacrifice and weaken on repeat. So we'll want the weaken. So weakener, long shot, turret, slow, and obelisk. Alright, let's see. Wait, this is like the same map. Okay, so we know what to do here. We go obelisk here,
Wow.
turret here, we go long shot over here, we go weakener, turret and turrets.
Yep.
And then we'll probably put 2 towers over here. Let's actually read this scenario so we can choose maybe AoE guy. Because I don't feel like that we're going to really need the weakener right now. So we'll go flash. There we go. This way we can also do some damage to enemies. But since we got the weakener, that's... So, obelisk, turret, weakener, double turret. Or no, we'll do slow and turrets. And then long shot. And then turret and turrets. There. Okay. That should be pretty good for right this moment. We go ahead and start. Oh, that's weird. And then we just save up the juice for when that we can do like the other obelisk. This should be much more effective now that we also got the weakener and a way to deal damage to them right at the time. Okay, perfect. So now let's set up obelisk, turrets, weakener, and probably put that down with a slower.
Hey.
and then put a turret right there. Now they should be both weakened and slowed, so we should be able to do max damage to most of them. Might not be able to do a whole lot of damage, but we are still at least able to do a good chunk of it to them, which is what we really need anyway. Holy guacamole. Wait until that they're more on their way over. And now do this. And then we got more chances to do max damage to them. And we just repeat the process. So we want to save up our stuff.
Wow.
Get another obelisk here. And then just get over here so we can do damage to these guys with our AoE. So this one, it seems like you are wanting to have more juice. Like as much juice as possible. Do I have the Shrieker or okay, let's get long shot here.
Wow.
And maybe like a weakener there. That should at least do good chunks of damage to them. Now it takes us like 2. And then they should be both weakened. And then slowed. And then weakened again. And should be dealt a good chunk of damage. Perfect. Get that. And then we kind of just really, I feel like that we just really need to hold them over here the most. So that's what we're going to try and do. It would be good to actually just like keep them all here because A, they're weakened. B, they're also slowed. And they're also just getting hit by my turrets. So wait, and then do that. Since they're slowed and getting hurt, we just repeat this good chunk of time. Because it does say sacrifice and weaken. So we are wanting to do that. At least as much as kind of possible. We may just put triple long shots all along there so we can do more to them. And then we start this. Reason why I have long shots so that they all take good chunks of damages. Oh, those two may not be very useful then. Maybe snipers would technically been better for that then, I guess. Get the flowers, because we are going to want to have them. Take as much damage as possible. We'll redo this wave first. Okay, we don't need these two.
Yep.
They are not useful. Because they don't have enough range. That's the main thing. Is that just not enough range. So, what we can do is probably set this up. Turret weakener. And probably slower queued there. Because then they actually go through here, they get weakened, they take turret damage. And then we got them slowed. So we don't really care that this one goes down. At least not currently. Oh, and some of them are splitting up. Interesting. They should be fine. I'm maybe a little bit more concerned with these guys. We go ahead and collect that. Okay, perfect. We go in right through here. We'll go ahead and make them come back, split them up, do more damage to them. And now we're getting rid of a lot of those guys. Ooh, they were able to get rid of that. I don't like that. Hang on.
Whoops, okay.
No. You guys come back here. Oh, dang it. And they were able to actually destroy that? That's not good. I thought I got to them in time. Unfortunately, it does not look like it. And there we go. Perfect. Scenario completed. Alright, perfect. We got 4. So now we're going to get the damage boost.
Hi.
That's going to be so useful. Alright, but I think that's probably going to be where we end this one of Rift. If you like it, and if you enjoyed it, leave a like, comment, subscribe. Don't forget to go to my Shopify store. It's goodmorninggamers.net. And I'll see you on the next one. Goodbye.